guys, welcome! Hope you're having a great one. So, it is time to bottle up the summer fruit wine that we started about a month ago. So if you haven't seen the part 1, stick the link up there. So, it's done, it's ready, it's good to go. But we need to take a hydrometer reading. Now I've already gone ahead and sterilized everything I'm going to be using. My worktop is sterilized so I can dump stuff out in it. My siphon, my hydrometer, my bottles, my funnel, everything has been sterilized. So, got my hydrometer, let's pop it in and see what we're working with. So it went in at about 9.5%. And if it ferments to dryness, that's what it will be, but I'm not expecting it to ferment to dryness, because, you know, I'm cool like that. So, it is reading right at 1, which is pretty cool. That means we've got an alcohol of about 8%. Still very, very respectable, considering this is a lighter wine. So, I'm gonna go ahead and bottle the booze. And just like that, it's done. We have 6 bottles of booze. Looking pretty. Now, this little bit in the glass here is a bit cloudy. That's because as I was doing the last bit, I slipped. My bad, never mind. But it is actually pretty damn clear, looking good. Looks very tasty. So I'm going to give this a try right now. Cheers. So mine has a bit of sweetness to it. It's not bone dry. I am getting hints of fruit, but nowhere near what you would expect for a normal fruit wine. Normally we use 4 times the amount of fruit, and well, yeah, that gives you 4 times the flavor. So what we're going to be doing is we need to back sweeten our bottles of booze, since this is kind of, sorry girls, it's kind of a girly drink. Though to be fair, I quite like it as well, but my other half really likes this stuff, so I thought I'd share it. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to take my sample batch and add some sweetener to it, because it's in-fermentable sugar. Now, usually I use sucralose-based sweetener, but I ran out, so I had to go up to my local corner shop, and they only had Canderel, which is aspartame. Oh well, never mind. So this is approximately 1/8 of a bottle. You're working-ish. We're always working-ish. So 1/8 of a bottle. So I'm thinking 1.5. Like so, since we're going to be trying it now. Don't put the spoon in. Bad. Alright, let's give it a swirl. And that should be somewhere about right. Cheers. That's not bad. It's got a bit of a fresh, sweetened taste, but it has a fruity edge to it now. I'm getting the strawberries, a bit of blackberry, a bit of blackcurrant, something like that. Very, very fruity, very easy drinking. Even though it's still got a bit of yeast in it, it's actually quite palatable. So that was 1.5, so let's add in another sort of level 1, just to check. It's best to do all your experimentation in a little sample batch. It smells fruity now. Wow. Okay, that is kind of sweet, but at the same time it tastes really fruity. Not entirely sure if that's too much or not. But it has really brought out those fruity flavors. Not overpoweringly fruity, but it is really fruity. It tastes like a bit like a cordial, but it's alcoholic. Pretty cool. But I'm not going for that sweetness level. I want it a little bit less. This is because I'm going to be doing some carbonation. So I want it to have berry notes, but I want it to be mainly bubbly. It is only 8%, but at the same time, should be really good. So what I'm going to be using for our carbonation is plain old sugar. I do like using plain old sugar. I even happen to have a half a teaspoon measurement. Half a teaspoon is about 2 grams for those people that are wanting to know. You don't have to use a little measuring thing. I just happen to have one. Just use half a teaspoon. And you'll be in the right ballpark. It's all good. So I'm just going to go ahead, add in 4 sweeteners into my wine. And half a teaspoon. So let's do the first one so you can see. Go and get in there. Doesn't have to be a perfect half a teaspoon. These bottles can actually take quite a lot of carbonation. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And close it up and move my way through all the rest of them. So I've gone through and I've added in my sweetener and my sugar. They're all primed and ready to go. Now we've got to leave these for 2 weeks. So in that 2-week time, it will have a little bit of aging, some carbonation, conditioning, and well, just generally make it taste better. So we'll be back in 2 weeks time to do the tasting video. So I hope you join me for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to check out some of the other videos and well, subscribe if you feel like it. Cheers, I can drink this bit of wine. Quite sweet, but very tasty. So I just want to take a second to thank my patrons. They're helping me grow the channel, upgrade my equipment, all of that fantastic stuff. And as a thank you to them and for future patrons, I also do 4 Patreon-only videos per month. So it's pretty handy if you want a little bit extra. So there's some other links to videos down below, and of course the Patreon and subscribe button. Don't forget to check those out. See ya.